history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the New England Patriots and the Cincinnati Bengals. All that and more coming up next.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and this is Paycor Stadium in downtown Cincinnati, Ohio. With Greg Olson, Mike Tirico up here in the booth. So glad that you are along with us. Greg got a couple offenses here that love to take their shots down the field, so the defenses really have their task right in front of them if they want to win this game.
Yeah, no question. I think as many of the matchups that we've dove into this entire week, it really comes down to which defense puts a lid on the opposing passing game and prevents as many big plays as possible. We see it week in and week out. The correlation between generating big plays, especially through the air, directly leads to the ability to score points. So make teams go the long way. You know, the defensive old saying is make them snap it again.
We are about set for some football, and it's Joey Sly to kick things off. And off we go here in Cincinnati. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense comes out led by their quarterback, Joe Burrow. And they keep him healthy, because when he's good, he's so good. Won the Heisman during his days at LSU. Took this team to the Super Bowl. Now, Greg, year 5 for Burrow with the Bengals.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, Burrow. That one finds Chase. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
Catch left side is made by Higgins. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Burrow now to throw on 1st down. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what the week's plan was, and that was to get the quarterback in a rhythm right out of the gate through the passing game. They've essentially ignored the ground game up until this point. You got to imagine as the game unfolds, they'll sprinkle in some runs. But so far, it's been their passing game to get this game started, and that last one results in a 1st down.
They bring Chase in motion. On 1st and 10, Burrow. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Back to the former Patriot and Dolphin Mike Gesicki. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
just love the feel this tight end has, Mike, for the defense when they play zone coverage. His ability to find open space and be friendly for the quarterback. It's easier said than done. Certain guys, they want to run routes like they're lines on a piece of paper, and they end up going from uncovered space to covered space, but not the case here. He knew he was open. He knew he was in the right spot. He stayed open. The quarterback delivered a good ball.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. This one is hauled in on the feet in bounds. Yes! Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Bengals will take a 7-0 lead. The TD on is McPherson to kick this one away. On the return, this is Jalen Reagor. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Patriots have a rookie quarterback. It is Drake May. Long past the Tom Brady era, it is May who is now the guy in Foxborough. Out of North Carolina, Greg, the 3rd pick in this past year's draft.
There's no question, Mike. This guy, in terms of talent, is at the top of the list. I mean, that prototypical size with that live arm. He can attack the defense in so many different ways. However, I think it's really his ability to use his mind is what takes him to another level. For a young player to understand the importance of manipulating the defense with his eyes, and he's able to identify exactly where that coverage is vulnerable. He's far from a finished product, right? He's a young player learning this league. I'll tell you what, I am fired up to see his development firsthand today over these next couple hours. This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
May now on 1st and 10. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cam Taylor-Britt. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. And that just adds to the start for this one. They walk down the field to get the touchdown, and then the defense joins the offensive party, Greg. Each side has scored a touchdown early on.
Yeah, and you just can't draw up a worse start than this, Mike. I mean, not only to allow the opposing team to go down and score on their first drive, but then to follow it up with a pick 6. You find yourself in a big hole here early. Do they have enough to dig their way out?
McPherson now for the PAT. He's got it, and the Bengals move out on top, 14-0. The TD on is McPherson to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Now the return man is a bit slow getting up after that kick. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. So they come to the line for first down and 10. The motion man here is Bourne. Here's May to throw it on first down. That'll be complete to Gibson. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here's second and 2. They'll go play action with May. Airing one out for Bourne. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a third down.
So the defense comes out in a cover 2 shell. What that means, Mike, is the 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. One guy has one half, and the other guy has the other. There are abilities to get down the middle of the field, especially if you have speed. But really where you can attack it is they don't have enough guys to defend all of the underneath zones. And if you run the right concepts with the right quarterback, you can pick them apart.
They gain 18 yards on that one. Good for a Patriots first down.
So just think, I mean, a couple minutes ago, we see a pick 6. I mean, the last thing you want to do is on the next time you step in the huddle is go 3 and out. So that's a big conversion. Now they got to find a way to get some of this momentum back, go down and get some points, and let everybody move past that pick 6 we saw in the last possession.
They get 25 on that connection. First down, New England.
Really nice answer to the previous drive from this quarterback. You want to play at this league and you want to play for a long time, you better have a short-term memory because mistakes are going to happen. Really nice job here bouncing back, putting together a promising drive, and he's open to come away with a touchdown of his own.
So after 1, 14-0 is our score. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. Jones motioning here. Off the play fake, here's May. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Cam Taylor-Britt. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. A run with Moss to begin the drive. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. It was Dietrich Wise with the tackle that time. They'll come up on a second down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. A throw on the move is caught. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch.
Throwing with anticipation, it not only requires the confidence in both your accuracy and the timing, but it also forces the receiver to be on time and where the quarterback expects you to be. And this is one of those examples, man. When those two things are on point, it results in a first down.
And that is incomplete, but now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar. First and 10. Play action now. It's Burrow. This one deep downfield for Chase.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire, so the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. Burrow. Off-balance throw. It's complete. Still going. And he will score. Mike Gesicki. Touchdown, Bengals. Using the tight end to get to the end zone. Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry. What an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
On is McPherson for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bengals will take themselves to a 21-0 lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. It's the tight end Henry in motion. Off the play fake, it's May. This one complete to Bourne. And he will have this at midfield, forced out of bounds there. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down. Jones motioning here. And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. He's got his big tight end, Henry. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, it's May. He'll find his tight end, that's Henry. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On the ground, Gibson. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8. Gibson. He'll get 4 and down inside the 20-yard line. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Out of the gun, here's May. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Patriots are on the board now here in this 2nd quarter.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's Travion Williams. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. They've opened up a big lead already, trying to put this one to bed maybe before halftime. Another drive starts here with 1st and 10. Burrow to throw. He'll get that one complete. It's Drew Sample, the tight end. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. Second and a yard. Gesicki, the man in motion. Burrow here on 2nd down, and he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this 1st half. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Burrow. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage. We see quarterbacks do that all the time, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Gesicki, the man in motion. Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
On 1st down, Burrow. He'll get this complete. It's Moss. And he has got this one all the way down to the 2-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it 1st and goal. Tight end on the move left. They'll run with Moss. He slams it in there, and he is in. Zach Moss. Touchdown, Cincinnati. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense can see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. Throwing now is May. They'll try to set up the screen to Stevenson. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points. You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
2nd down and 3. Now May. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. He's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
3rd down, 3 to go. To throw again is May. They'll look to set up the screen here. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their 2nd, as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime. So on 4th down, here's Bryce Berringer to punt. Charlie Jones, the return man for the Bengals. A fair catch taken here, and it's going to come right at the 15-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. So, halftime here in Cincinnati, and the Bengals are on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our halftime report. We saw a strong first half out of the quarterback, Joe Burrow. His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position. The Patriots offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Throwing is May. Hauled in by the tight end, Henry. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
They face second down and 7. May going to look to throw. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
He's already been a little reckless with his decision-making up until this point, Mike, and now it almost backfires on him again. He has to do a better job of finding the matchups, finding the space on the field, so everything is not a forced ball into these tight windows.
Throwing on third down is May. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. That's the linebacker, Logan Wilson.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
Out comes Joe Burrow and the Bengals offense to take over once more. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Burrow. That's to his big tight end, Gesicki.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Now, Burrow. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back and on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own. And at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback, and if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do. What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Another try with Moss. Maybe a couple there. It's third down. Back to throw, Burrow. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a fourth down.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the second half, and that's only his second incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove. I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
McPherson now, after making the field goal, is set to kick this one off. This will be returnable for Rager. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The number 3 overall selection, Drake May, headed out for the next Pats possession. And the turnovers have really been the story here. Take you back through the actually the lowlights in this one. Not a lot of positives when you have a 3-interception game under pressure all game long, the secondary feasting on his passes. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's May. Open man, Demario Douglas. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
This one complete. A.J. Osborne with the grab. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
On 1st and 10, here's May. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. It's actually the easiest down in football to operate in. But now they find the...
And he's into the end zone. Hendrick Bourne. Touchdown, New England. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Joey Sly on now for the point after. The kick is good. And the Pats are able to cut into the deficit. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Travion Williams to return it. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Bengals offense getting set to get back to work. As we look back at some of the highlights of this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season.
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. First run of the game here for Chase Brown. And showing a little versatility as he takes this one forward up to the 34, a pickup of 9. Now a 2nd down throw for Burrow. To the left side, caught by Chase.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath we've seen a few times, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
They go play action for Burrow. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch. And he's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. And that'll be enough for a 1st down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
He'll manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Jawan Bentley there on the tackle. Second and 7. They go once more with Moss. Woo! And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here, they got the lead. We're in the 2nd half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the 2nd half and close this game out?
Burrow now to throw on 1st down. Open man is the tight end Sample. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the 2nd half? Well, it took exactly 1 play to get our answer. They continue to get chunk plays like this. This thing could get out of reach fast.
So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 1st and 10. Now, Burrow. Taken in by Gesicki. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
When you have a tight end that you can flex out and just throw them one-on-one jump balls, man, it is so difficult for defenses to defend. And sometimes it's just as simple as my man is bigger than yours, and I'm going to throw it up, and he comes down with it.
Burrow here on 2nd down. Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line. 2nd down and goal. To throw is Burrow. That one taken in. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Bengals. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
McPherson now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Bengals will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Patriots offense ready to see what they can do. This secondary will get a lot of the credit. 3 picks so far. But, Greg, the pass rush has been relentless as well.
Yeah, I think it's super important, Mike, that we point out just how much the pass rush and then the secondary coverage works together. The more that rush gets home, the faster that ball gets out. We can play certain coverages knowing the timing of the quarterback has to be sped up. So often, the teams that are the most successful in this league, Mike, they have the best understanding. When our back end and our front end are working in unison, man, it puts a lot of pressure on not only the quarterback, but the entire offense.
That'll be complete to Gibson. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
They'll try to hit him with a screen. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that. And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground in line, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
3rd and short, and here is May. Has completed to Douglas. They get 12 yards on that pass. Good for a Patriots 1st down.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
May to throw again. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
To throw on first down is May. He's got his big tight end, Henry. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
May now on 1st and 10. Got his man at the 6. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 17 yards on the gain, and now they've got 1st and goal. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. 5 yards from the house. They've got it 1st and goal. To the goal line and in. Mario Douglas. Touchdown, Patriots. Sly now for the point after. It's up and through. And the Patriots are able to edge a bit closer.
Patriots 17.
So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick. Past midfield. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. On 1st and 10, it's Moss. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
In order for you to be able to operate out of this 4-3 style defense, Mike, the key is your defensive tackles, their ability to penetrate, their ability to be game wreckers. That's exactly what we saw here, his ability to get back there, make the stop at the line of scrimmage, keep it to no gain.
They bring their tight end right. Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay.
Delay of game. Still second down.
Tight end, the motion man to the right. Second down, Burrow. That's complete to all the tight end.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. That is caught, finding Higgins. 11 yards on the pass there. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
We spent so much time talking about these receivers. How fast do they run, Mike? How high do they jump? But so often, the guys that have the most success in the NFL, it's the mental part of the game. It allows them to create separation, find soft spots in the defense, attack defenders. That's exactly what he's able to do here, and really nice connection.
So it's a win here in the jungle for the Bengals. And right away, you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with the takeaways. As a result, they're going to come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.